Welcome to CPCS, CSCS, 2020-2021, Questions and Answers. The latest questions and answers for CITB Health and Safety Test. Question 1. The whole site has been issued with a prohibition notice. What does this mean? Give one answer. A. Continue with site work. B. Do not use any power tools. C. Finish the job and go home. D. Stop work because the site is unsafe. The correct answer is D. Question 2. You have witnessed a serious accident on your site and are to be interviewed by a health and safety executive, HSE, inspector. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Ask other workers what you should tell the inspector. B. Ask your supervisor what you should tell the inspector. C. Cooperate and tell the inspector exactly what you saw. D. Not tell the inspector anything, and ask them to talk to your supervisor. The correct answer is C. Question 3. What is the main reason for understanding the fire and emergency procedures on site? Give one answer. A. To help you to get time off work in an emergency. B. To know what tools and equipment can be used during an emergency. C. To know where the fire exits and assembly point are in an emergency. D. To stop anyone leaving site in an emergency. The correct answer is C. Question 4. A worker finds a way of working that is quicker than the method statement they have been given. What should they do? Give one answer. A. Continue to follow the safe system of work for the task. B. Get more work done so they can earn more money. C. Get their work done more quickly so they can leave early. D. Inform work colleagues so they can work this way. The correct answer is A. Question 5. While working on site you cut one of your fingers. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Clean it and tell your supervisor about it later. B. Report it and get first aid if necessary. C. Report it at the end of the day or the end of the shift. D. Wash it, and if it is not a problem carry on working. The correct answer is B. Question 6. How should you be informed about what to do in an emergency? Give two answers. A. By asking the health and safety executive, HSE. B. By looking in the health and safety file. C. By asking at the local hospital. D. By attending the site induction. E. By reading the site notice boards. The correct answer is D and E. Question 7. What two things should you do if there is an emergency situation on site? Give two answers. A. Collect personal items from the site office. B. Finish what you are doing. C. Go to the designated assembly point. D. Leave the area via the nearest exit. E. Look for other people who may not know what you had to do. The correct answer is C and D. Question 8. What information should be gathered after a near-miss incident occurs? Give one answer. A. The activities that were being carried out at the time. B. The cost of the project at the time of the incident. C. The names of next of kin for the people involved. D. Where those involved lived at the time of the incident. The correct answer is A. Question 9. If you cut your finger and it won't stop bleeding, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Find a first aider or get other medical help. B. Tell your colleagues because you may need to rest. C. Wash it, then carry on working. D. Wrap something around it and carry on working. The correct answer is A. Question 10. When must your employer provide you with personal protective equipment, PPE? Give one answer. A. If it is in the contract. B. If you need to be protected. C. If you pay for it. D. Twice a year. The correct answer is B. Question 11. When you start a new task, how will you know if you need any extra personal protective equipment, PPE? Give one answer. A. By looking at the company webpage. B. By looking at the risk assessment. C. By looking at your employer's health and safety policy. D. You will always need it. The correct answer is B. Question 12. What will safety footwear with a protective midsole protect you from? Give one answer. A. Blisters, which could occur in warm, wet conditions. B. Nails or sharp objects, which could puncture the sole of your foot. C. Spillages, which may burn the sole of your foot. D. Twisting your ankle, as they have better grip than regular shoes. The correct answer is B. Question 13. How should hazardous waste be dealt with on site? Give two answers. A. It can be put in any skip on site. B. Place it in the correctly labeled container. C. Put it in a mixed waste skip. D. Segregate it from other waste. E. Take it to the nearest local authority waste tip. The correct answer is B and D. Question 14. What is the most serious risk to this worker, wearing only these items of personal protective equipment, PPE? Give one answer. A. Back injury, from poor posture. B. Breathing in harmful dust. C. Goggles misting up, limiting vision. D. Not being able to hear colleagues. The correct answer is B. Question 15. Engine-driven equipment is being used in a deep excavation. Which of the following should be in place? Give one answer. A. A vehicle marshal. B. Additional excavation covers. C. Additional stop blocks. D. Gas monitoring alarms. The correct answer is D. Question 16. Which kind of personal protective equipment, PPE, can protect your lungs from harmful vapors? Give one answer. A. B. C. D. The correct answer is B. Question 17. A construction worker has been exposed to concrete dust for a long period of time. What are they most likely to suffer from? Give one answer. A. Blurred vision. B. Headache or migraine. C. Hearing problems. D. Shortness of breath. The correct answer is D. Question 18. Hydrogen sulfide is a gas given off by rotting organic substances. Which two statements are true about hydrogen sulfide? Give two answers. A. It can cause unconsciousness in a few breaths. B. It can safely be detected by using a naked flame. C. It is a harmless natural gas. D. It is dangerous because it can disable the sense of smell. E. It is dark brown at room temperature. The correct answer is A and D. Question 19. If you have been given a dust mask to protect you against hazardous fumes, what should you do? Give one answer. A. Do not start work until you have the correct respiratory protective equipment, RPE. B. Do the job wearing the mask but work as quickly as you can. C. Start work without a mask but take regular breaks outside. D. Wear a second dust mask on top of the first one, in order to increase the protection. The correct answer is A. Question 20. A particle filter is suitable for use in which one of the following situations? Give one answer. A. An oxygen-deficient atmosphere. B. Presence of gases. C. Presence of vapors. D. When dust and fibers are in the air. The correct answer is D. Question 21. Which of the following do you not need to do to ensure that someone's mask works? Give one answer. A. Check the mask is being worn correctly. B. Check the mask is the correct type needed. C. Check the mask underwater to make sure the seals are tight. D. Check the user has passed a face fit test while wearing the mask. The correct answer is C. Question 22. What is the most important consideration when wearing respiratory protective equipment, RPE? Give one answer. A. Being able to smell. B. It has a good seal. C. It is the correct color. D. The weight is correct. The correct answer is B. Question 23. If you need to wear disposable foam earplugs, how should you insert them so they protect your hearing from damage? Give one answer. A. Do not roll or fold them, and insert them halfway into your ear canal. B. Fold them in half, pull on your earlobe and wedge them halfway into your ear. C. Roll them up and insert them, while pulling the top of your ear up to open up the ear canal. D. Soak them in water, squeeze them out and then insert them into your ear canal. The correct answer is C. Question 24. What risk does this worker face by using this tool on a regular basis? Give one answer. A. Back injury caused by using heavy equipment. B. Dermatitis from repetitive use. C. Hand-arm vibration from prolonged use. D. Weil's disease caused by the dust. The correct answer is C. Question 25. What should you do if there is nowhere on site to wash your hands? Give one answer. A. Go to the local public toilets and use their wash basin. B. Nothing, as the site does not have to provide washing facilities. C. Speak to your supervisor or the site manager about the problem. D. Wait until you get home, then wash them. The correct answer is C. Question 26. What can cause occupational dermatitis? Give one answer. A. Contact with another person who has dermatitis. B. Contact with some strong chemicals or substances. C. Using tools that vibrate. D. Working in the sun without sun cream. The correct answer is B. Question 27. What is the main risk to this worker, wearing only these items of personal protective equipment, PPE? Give one answer. A. Breathing in harmful dust. B. Cuts and abrasions to skin. C. Damage to hearing. D. Eye injuries. The correct answer is B. Question 28. Which disease is most likely to be caught through cuts, grazes or puncture wounds? Give one answer. A. Cancer. B. Dermatitis. C. Legionella. D. Tetanus. The correct answer is D. Question 29. Being satisfied with your job can lead to what? Give one answer. A. Feeling less happy at work. B. Feeling less stressed at work. C. Feeling more stressed at work. D. Feeling unpopular at work. The correct answer is B. Question 30. Which statement about mental health is true? Give one answer. A. It always has an obvious cause. B. It can have no obvious cause. C. It is always caused by stress. D. It is never caused by stress. The correct answer is B. Question 31. Rest areas on site should be equipped with which of the following? Give one answer. A. Seating and radio. B. Seating and tables. C. Sets and chairs. D. Televisions and tables. The correct answer is B. Question 32. What is the most important reason for keeping your work area clean and tidy? Give one answer. A. It saves time cleaning up at the end of the week. B. So that waste skips can be emptied more often. C. To help prevent slips, trips and falls. D. To recycle waste and help the environment. The correct answer is C. Question 33. Your new job involves some manual handling, but an old injury means that you have a weak back. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Tell your supervisor about your back if it gets injured again. B. Tell your supervisor that lifting might be a problem. C. Tell your supervisor you can lift anything on site. D. Try some lifting, then tell your supervisor about your back. The correct answer is B. Question 34. If you are required to lift a heavy load, what must your employer do? Give one answer. A. Complete a risk assessment of the task. B. Make sure that a supervisor is there to advise while you lift. C. Nothing. Lifting loads is a part of your job. D. Watch you while you lift the load. The correct answer is A. Question 35. Which two extinguishers should not be used on electrical fires? Give two answers. A. B. C. D. The correct answer is C and D. Question 36. You see a driver refueling an excavator, but most of the diesel is spilling onto the ground. What is the first thing that you should do? Give one answer. A. Do nothing. The diesel will eventually seep into the ground. B. Look around for a spill kit and then tell your supervisor. C. Tell the driver immediately and locate the spill kit. D. Tell your supervisor the next time that you see them. The correct answer is C. Question 37. What is best practice when using a power tool with a rotating blade? Give one answer. A. Adjust the guard to expose just enough blade to let you do the job. B. Adjust the guard to expose the maximum amount of blade. C. Remove the guard but wear leather gloves to protect your hands. D. Remove the guard so that you can clearly see the blade. The correct answer is A. Question 38. What should be done before adjusting an electric hand tool? Give one answer. A. Put a tape over the power switch before adjusting. B. Switch it off and remove the plug from the socket. C. Switch it off but leave the plug in the socket. D. You should never adjust an electric hand tool yourself. The correct answer is B. Question 39. You have been asked to use a hand tool or power tool on site. You know that it is the right tool for the job. What else must you check? Give one answer. A. That it is inspected at the start of each week. B. That it is inspected before you use it. C. That it was bought from a builder's merchant. D. That it was made in the UK. The correct answer is B. Question 40. When is it safe to work close to an overhead power line? Give one answer. A. If it is not raining whilst you are working. B. If the power is switched off. C. If you do not touch the line for more than 30 seconds. D. If you use a wooden ladder for access. The correct answer is B. Question 41. If someone near you is using a petrol cut-off saw, disc cutter, to cut concrete blocks, what three immediate hazards are likely to affect you? Give three answers. A. Contact dermatitis. B. Flying fragments. C. Harmful dust in the air. D. High noise levels. E. Vibration white finger. The correct answer is B, C, and D. Question 42. Which two of the following statements about power tools are true? Give two answers. A. A power tool should be unplugged by pulling its cord. B. Power tools should always be left plugged in when you check or adjust them. C. You must be trained and competent to use any power tool. D. You should always carry the tool by its cord. E. You should always unplug the tool when you are not using it. The correct answer is C and E. Question 43. When you walk across the site, what is the best way to avoid an accident with mobile plant? Give one answer. A. Get the attention of the driver before you get too close. B. Keep to the designated pedestrian routes. C. Ride on the plant. D. Wear Hi-Vis clothing. The correct answer is B. Question 44. Workers are on foot close to moving plant. Which one of the following is true? Give one answer. A. Hi-Vis clothing will keep the workers safe if the plant is not reversing. B. The operator will see the workers, because they have mirrors and CCTV. C. The workers should stay within the designated pedestrian routes. D. The workers will be safe if they are in a group. The correct answer is C. Question 45. What is the meaning of this sign? Give one answer. A. Go slow. B. No pedestrian access. C. Pedestrian walkway only. D. Traffic approaching from each direction. The correct answer is B. Question 46. A mobile crane is lifting a load but the load is about to hit something. What should you do? Give one answer. A. Do nothing and assume that everything is under control. B. Go and tell the crane driver. C. Go and tell your supervisor. D. Try and warn the person supervising or signaling the lift. The correct answer is D. Question 47. To prevent overturning, when should rear tipping lorries not be used for tipping operations? Give one answer. A. During redistribution of the load. B. On uneven or sloping ground. C. When a competent signaler is supervising. D. When on firm, level ground. The correct answer is B. Question 48. What is the purpose of a one-way system at a loading or unloading area? Give one answer. A. To allow faster speed limits. B. To eliminate the need to reverse. C. To increase the need to reverse. D. To reduce the speed limits. The correct answer is B. Question 49. A worker is wearing a harness in a boom-type mobile elevating work platform, MEWP, sometimes known as a cherry picker. Which one of the following should the harness have? Give one answer. A. A fall arrest lanyard clipped to the structure being worked on. B. A fall restraint lanyard clipped to the control box of the machine. C. A work restraint lanyard clipped to an attachment point in the basket. D. A work restraint lanyard clipped to the handrail of the basket. The correct answer is C. Question 50. What does this symbol on a mobile elevating work platform, MEWP, show? Give one answer. A. The guardrail height. B. The location of the lowering controls for use in emergency. C. The location of the points where workers can lean over the platform. D. The safe method of exiting the platform. The correct answer is B. Thank you for watching and good luck for your test.